The man stood at the edge of the long driveway, staring at the house he had built from nothing marble steps, tall white columns, a front door that had welcomed success for decades, but today, he did not feel like the owner. He felt like an outsider now. His clothes were torn and dusty. His hair was untrimmed. His shoulders slumped under the weight of a single worn bag. The same house that once celebrated his arrival was now ready to judge him by his appearance. What he did not know was that this day would completely change how he understood love, family, and loyalty forever. If stories about humanity and real emotions move you, this is what Longitales is all about. Now, Richard Hale was a self-made millionaire. He grew up poor in a small Midwestern town. He remembered his mother counting coins at the grocery store. That image never left him. He promised himself that one day his family would never live with that fear again. Years of relentless work followed, risks, failures, sleepless nights. Eventually, it paid off. Richard built a construction empire that reshaped skylines across the country. Money came, status followed, but something else quietly disappeared. Distance. His children grew up surrounded by comfort. His wife enjoyed security. Family dinners faded. Conversations became shallow. Richard began asking himself a question that terrified him. Everything vanished tomorrow. Would love still remain? That question refused to leave him, so Richard made a decision that shocked even himself. He handed control of his company to his lawyer for 1 week, withdrew a small amount of cash, left his phone, watch, and credit cards behind, then returned home looking like a man who had lost everything. Wanted the truth now. As Richard stepped onto the driveway, laughter filled the air. His extended family stood outside, well-dressed, relaxed, smiling. His worn shoes scraped against the stone as he moved closer. The laughter stopped. His older brother squinted. His sister frowned. His own son stared at him, confused. Then someone whispered his name. Silence followed. What happened to you? His wife asked, her smile gone now. Richard swallowed. I lost the company, he said quietly. Bad investments, lawsuits, it is all gone. The air turned heavy. His brother scoffed. You expect us to believe that? His sister crossed her arms. So what now? You are broke. Richard nodded. I just need a place to stay. I need my family. His brother stepped back. This is not funny. His son looked away. Dad, maybe you should stay at a hotel. His wife hesitated but said nothing. Then the words that crushed him landed. We worked hard for this life. We cannot risk it because of your mistakes. No one hugged him. No one asked if he was okay. No one said we will figure this out together. Richard turned to leave. Dad, wait. The voice was soft. It was Emily, his youngest daughter. She stepped forward in a simple dress. No judgment, only concern. Come inside, she said. Please. Her mother hesitated. Emily shook her head. I do not care if he is broke. He is my father. She took the bag from Richard's hand. Single gesture nearly broke him inside. Dinner was tense. Conversation felt forced. Most avoided him, but Emily stayed close. She served him first, asked how he felt, listened without interrupting. Later that night, Emily knocked on his door. I do not have much, she said softly, but you can stay as long as you need. Richard could not speak. He only nodded. The next morning, he woke early, went outside, pulled weeds, swept leaves, worked quietly. His hands remembered when labor meant survival. His brother watched from the window, a millionaire turned gardener. He muttered. Emily came out with water. You do not have to do this. I want to. Richard said it feels honest. Days passed. Richard saw everything clearly now. Some avoided him, some mocked him, but Emily stayed. She shared meals, defended him, even offered to sell her car to help him start again. That shattered something inside him. One afternoon, Richard overheard his wife on the phone. He has changed, she said, but I do not know if I can go back. That night, Richard did not sleep. The truth hurt more than any business loss ever had. On the 7th day, Richard gathered everyone in the living room. They looked uneasy. I need to tell you something. Placed his watch on the table, then his phone, then a folder. The company is not gone, He said calmly. This was a test. Anger erupted, a test. I needed to know who would stand by me. When there was nothing left, silence followed. Emily looked confused as Richard turned to her, tears filling his eyes. You passed, he said softly, and in that moment, everyone understood what they had truly lost, and what only one person had protected all along.